The vagus nerve is our secret weapon for fighting stress, and that's because the vagus nerve are the main nerves of our parasympathetic nervous system. So we have two autonomic nervous systems. We have the parasympathetic nervous system, that's our rest and digest nervous system when we're in this relaxed and calm state. And then we have the sympathetic nervous system, which is our fight or flight response. So we need the sympathetic nervous system for when there's a perceived threat, and that is known as survival mode. And then the parasympathetic nervous system is known as creation. So we can either be living in survival or living in creation. Now, most people are spending 70% of their time in survival mode, and we shouldn't be spending our dominant amount of time in survival. We should be spending it in the parasympathetic nervous system, in creation. So an example of these nervous systems is when I was a kid, I was about 8 or 9, being chased by a couple of dogs, and these were dogs I didn't know. And so it triggers me to be in, survival mode and that fight or flight response. So I'm running. I was running to a fence, and on the other side of the fence was my nana's house. So then I jump up on the fence, and then I'm in my nana's property, and then it's like, oh, I'm safe, back into the parasympathetic nervous system, our calm state. So the problem is if we are spending our dominant amount of time living in survival, it means we are living in stress. And stress, the stress hormone, cortisol, it shuts down our immune system. And it's so good at shutting down our immune system that doctors will give their patients who are receiving a foreign organ, they're having an organ transplant, they will give the patient stress hormones to shut down their immune system so the immune system won't reject the foreign organ. So this is why if we are living in survival and we are living in stress, that is when we get sick. That is when disease and illness starts showing up. So this is why stimulating the vagus nerve keeps our stress away, because it gets us out of survival, out of the sympathetic nervous system and into the parasympathetic nervous system, which is our, creation state. The vagus nerve starts at the bottom of our brain, and it comes down and it's connected to our vocal cords and throat muscles, and then it comes down into our heart and lungs, and then down into our intestines. So I'm going to show you 10 simple ways you can stimulate this nerve. So the first way is deep breathing. When we're operating from survival mode, we don't breathe properly. We have short, shallow breathing from the chest. So what we need to do is we need to do deep belly breaths. You inhale through the nose into the belly, and then you want to push the air out of your mouth, and you want the exhale to be longer than the inhale. So I'll give you an example. I'm going to take a deep breath in my belly, and then push the air out through my mouth. And that's all you do. You just simply take these deep belly breaths, and that will switch you from sympathetic into the parasympathetic nervous system. The second way is meditation. So meditation is really good for our nervous system. It calms our nervous system down, and again, keeps us out of survival mode. Number 3, singing and chanting. Something as simple as singing and chanting, and that's because the vagus nerve's connected to our vocal cords and our throat muscles. So simply by doing that, we'll stimulate it. It's the same with number 4, which is gargling. Just get a glass of water and start gargling. Number 5, laughter. And who doesn't like laughing? I think we sort of need to learn to stop taking life so seriously and start having more fun, and just start finding the funny things in life and just laugh at stuff. And again, it's going to stimulate the vagus nerve, keeps your stress away. Number 6, humming. You could be in the workplace, you might be feeling stressed, you could just start quietly humming to yourself. Again, it's all connected to our vocal cords, so that's a simple way to stimulate the vagus nerve. Number 7 is cold exposure. So this could be things like ice baths, a cold shower, or splashing cold water on your face. Number 8 is exercise. And number 9 is social connection and hugging. And number 10 is yoga. So these are great ways to stimulate the vagus nerve, and it's so simple to do. And I would recommend to just incorporate this sort of stuff into your day-to-day life. Incorporate it as if, like, make it part of your routine, just like brushing your teeth. That way you will be constantly stimulating it every day, and you'll be constantly keeping yourself in that parasympathetic nervous system, because we need to be spending our dominant amount of time there, and we're not. So that's how you fight stress and anxiety. That's how you keep yourself healthy. I hope you like this video, guys. If you got some sort of value out of it, let me know by smashing that like button or write a comment. If you like this sort of content, then subscribe and hit that bell notification. I hope I see you on the next video. Have an awesome day.